Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Receiver in motion now. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's...
Offense getting set. It's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He flips it to the back across the middle. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. A quick juke.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Play action here on 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Knights have 1st and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Checks this down to the running back.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Can he get there on the ground? Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He's going to hand this off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Now it's 2nd down here. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Breaking free at the 35. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. Well, they trust the running game on 3rd down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, to me, it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on 3rd down. And once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards. Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, looking to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. There's the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
It's a blitz look here from the defense. And then first down, right back to the running game. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. He's got it right near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Chris, how about that?
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up. A running play called on 4th down. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete downfield. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Looking to throw it on first down. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Brought way downfield for a huge gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. The Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's caught downfield. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCF.
Well, they roll the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
And they'll set up with the PAT. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
And here's the handoff. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it here. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
But these the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to pull it down and run. A change of direction. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's a quick grab. That's the spin move. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the defense brings him down. An important 3rd down and goal now. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game. Everybody watching. What a game.
Here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He's back to throw again on second down. Looking for a deep completion. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Looking to throw again. Tries to get it to the running back. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Good enough for first down yardage. The offense going with the hurry up.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do. Get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to throw it deep. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Defense creates a big turnover, and that'll end the quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And the wideout goes in motion. And now the running back's got it again. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle, but first down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
They'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his fourth rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
So they'll try to add the lead now with PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The Knights come to the line in a hurry-up.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Knights. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, good job here on that stop. But remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Play action fake. Looking to throw. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense has got the football.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Looking to score with a wide receiver handoff here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
Offense facing second and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on third and short. Now you got to think in the fourth quarter, fourth and short, got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? They'll take a deep shot. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quick throw caught on the left side. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Ball handed off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Here comes a handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well. Buckeyes
will have first and 10 here. And now the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The back's got it. Just trucks through the defender. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. They'll feed the back again. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. Your defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And the completion made. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The short completion at the tight end. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in,